Belal Muhammad. I already know what edit I put in. That's why I'm laughing. Belal Muhammad, the current welterweight champion of the UFC, is going to lose his next fight. That's if Shavkat obviously gets the title shot, which I've been hearing talks that Usman is going to get the title shot for some reason, even though he lost his last fight. That's a talk for another video. But Shavkat, man, 18-0, 18 finishes. Crazy unorthodox style, but it works. I think he finishes Belal Muhammad in any way, by sub, by TKO, by KO maybe. But if you guys know, if you've been watching my previous videos, I'm always going to make a point and back it up. So let's get into why I think Shavkat wins this fight. First, starting off with Shavkat's boxing and stand-up. Shavkat's stand-up game is very unorthodox, but it works for him. Kind of like a Bivol, if you guys know boxing. He fights more in the pocket, so it's a high risk, high reward. Especially if you can't hurt him, I would say it's a low risk, high reward, just because Shavkat is going to land the harder and better shots, and you're going to land on him as well, but you're not going to be able to hurt him. Especially a fighter like Belal. So Belal's boxing, I would say, is pretty decent. It's not bad, but he has no power. I think he only has one finish against Sean Brady, who's actually fighting tomorrow at the time of this video. He has a finish against Sean Brady, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's it. And I think we all know Belal Muhammad can't hurt nobody, let's be real. It took him like 50 seconds to knock out Sean Brady, so he's obviously not gonna hurt Shavkat in this fight. I think that's pretty obvious, and even Belal fans, you guys should agree on this. He's not going to hurt Shavkat in this fight. To really have Shavkat fighting on the outside and not be on the front foot, you have to earn respect with power to not make him fight in the inside. And Belal is not going to gain that respect of fighting in the inside, having Shavkat backing up. Shavkat's just going to come and he's going to get hit, but he's going to throw back and he's going to throw harder.
Oh yeah, Jeff Hill's boxing is this. He does it right? Everything he throws is right.
Oh, big connection.
Mistakes defensively.
I believe Jeff lost his mouthpiece.
Oh!
Oh, knee to the body, too. He's an absolute killer. Nasty right hand there. And an elbow from knee to the body. Jeff Hill got stunned.
He's landing at a 60% clip in round one.
Oh, beautiful left hand.
Hill got hurt by that jab.
Oh, he stunned him.
Big moments on both sides.
Well, we knew he was, but we're really getting off.
On the right, Joe. John, he usually puts you out with
No
those
doubt.
shots. I wonder
Oh,
what that's
good
doing to him.
uppercuts. Oh, I think Neal's taking a lot of punishment to the close the show here in this third and final round.
Speaking of
He
which,
got stunned. He got stunned bad.
what a fight. Neal returns fire.
Oh, knee.
Oh, that might have done it. Body. Oh, elbows up top.
Nasty shot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, brutalization in the clinch.
Shavkat's stand-up is not perfect by any means. He could easily get knocked out any given day, but Belal Muhammad is not going to be that guy to knock him out. Trust me when I say that. It's going to take somebody with some crazy power at welterweight to knock out Shavkat, which is very easy because you could say his defense isn't the best either. But again, Belal Muhammad doesn't have power, so this stand-up game isn't even a topic. I've seen some MMA YouTubers and some people on Twitter mention his stand-up game. This isn't a topic at all, I'm gonna be honest. Belal has no power. It's not gonna work out for him. Again, he's gonna hit Shavkat, but he's not gonna have any power. Now, we have seen Shavkat hurt, and we actually seen him hurt twice. He got hurt in a professional fight league. I don't know the name of it. He nearly got knocked out, came back and TKO'd the guy. So you could say his chin is really not the best, obviously, but he comes back and he wins the fight, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. I was actually impressed with Muhammad's boxing after the Leon fight. I think his boxing was very well, and he adjusted very well to Leon's defense. Now, although I think Leon really wasn't 100% that fight, again, no excuses. Belal was an absolute masterclass. But when it comes to fighting in the pocket with Shavkat, you can't sit there and exchange. And if Belal wants to be effective, he can't be in the pocket. He has to be on the outside. But Shavkat has the longer reach, and that means Shavkat's going to be on the front foot, backing him up against the cage, and easier for him to take takedowns when you're on that front foot. But that's where we get to problem number one for Shavkat. I noticed this studying both of their fights. He really doesn't go for takedowns, and if he does, it's not really as effective as Belal's, just because he goes in and he's either in the clinch with you for a minute or he tries to go in and trip you. Now, I don't think that's going to work well with Belal. I know Belal is a high-level wrestler, trained by Khabib, trains with Islam. So that's really not going to be the best way to take him down. But when we talk about his takedown defense, I feel like he'll be able to keep up with Belal in that realm. If Belal is going to try to take him down, again, the taller fighter, I think Shavkat is going to be able to defend that perfectly well. He might get taken down once, but I could see him coming right back up. Both fighters, when they get taken down, they come right back up. So I don't think we're going to see anybody be on the ground for a crazy amount of time like we've seen in the Leon versus Belal fight. But as far as their grappling game, I would say it's pretty 50-50. I mean, Belal is very good at keeping control, using wrist control and using leg control. Again, he has that Khabib style and Islam style where he takes your legs and he kind of just tries to ground and pound you with whatever power he has. And also in the Leon fight, I've noticed that Belal has a very good positioning 1 minute, and the next minute Leon kind of turned him around and got in a better position. Now, if you do this against Shavkat, that's a big mistake. Shavkat's ground and pound is his game. That's his game on the ground, and you don't want to be in a vulnerable position, especially with time left on the clock with Shavkat. Shavkat is going to pound you on the ground, and again, he has power, Belal doesn't. When it comes to ground and pound, I would say they're both pretty active, but I like Shavkat's better just because he kind of waits for you in the clinch to get really good head positioning, and then he tries to ground and pound you. His game is really, he tears you down as a fighter. He's not going to finish you in the first round unless he obviously gets the chance to, but he's going to wear you down. And then once you're wear down and you're beat the fuck up, he's just going to submit you or TKO you on the third round or maybe late in the second. And that's kind of what I think is going to go on in this fight. As far as submission goes, Shavkat finds the neck very well. That's probably his #1 submission, is the guillotine. He finds the neck very well. And when he positions himself well, he finds that neck and is able to submit you very well. And I feel like that's something you got to look out for when you're going against somebody like this, is when they find the neck very well, you can't put your head in a bad positioning. And we know Khabib trains and sometimes is in the corner of Belal's fights, and more than likely that camp probably comes up with a strategy for each opponent, which Belal pretty sure has mentioned in the past. What is the strategy going into this fight? How are you going to be Shavkat? I mean, Khabib, Islam, and Belal have never gone against a fighter like this that's really unorthodox, has good ground game that could keep up with Belal, has better stand-up. So what is their game plan? And honestly, I don't know. When I look at it, I don't know how Belal could win this fight. I think Shavkat, if he gets taken down, he's going to get up every time, and the moment he gets up, that stand-up is going to be better. He's going to land the better shots, the harder shots. So that's why I think Shavkat is easily going to win this fight. So as far as betting goes, I think you just take the money line. I think that's the safest bet. But I do like the TKO/sub prop. And I actually do like the sub prop a little bit better. But that's just off of me thinking he's going to find the neck pretty easy in this fight. Not that Belal has bad head positioning, but I feel like with fighting Shavkat on the ground, he kind of puts you in a vulnerable spot where your head is in a bad position. And I think Shavkat, being the taller fighter, having the longer reach, I think he's going to find that neck very well, and he's going to put Belal in the guillotine. That's my prediction for this fight. But I think Shavkat could win this fight by anything, whatever he wants. TKO, KO, whatever he's feeling that day, he beats Belal. Just to close out this video, I'm really confident in this. I'm not just saying this because I don't like Belal. I think Belal's a great fighter. But if you really study after this video, like the video first, then go study Shavkat and Belal. And if you really know the fight game, you just can't see a way where Belal wins. I can't see a way where Belal wins a decision because he doesn't really keep anybody on the ground for a crazy amount of time. Shavkat is gonna get up if he gets taken down. And when he gets up, what's gonna happen? Shavkat is gonna be better in the stand-up. Also, in the takedown defense, I don't think he's going to get taken down that much as people assume. That's just my thoughts on this fight. I actually can't wait for this fight to happen. It's going to be very technical, and I think it's going to be a good fight for the MMA fans. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this fight in the comments below. I've been seeing, honestly, for this fight, I've been seeing a lot of people leaning towards Belal, but I've also been seeing a lot of people saying Shavkat is going to win, and really with the same points that I have, they think the same thing. And I'll go through, debate with you guys, and see if you guys have good points or not. You guys honestly had some good points in the Taporia video, and you guys had some good points, so I really do like debating with you guys in the comments. I like to know everybody's thoughts, so let me know who you think is going to win this fight, and till next time, peace.